This is how to use the blender. There's many buttons, and the first button is mince, which means cut up into small pieces. There's the off button to turn it off. There's the gray button, means to shred into pieces also. And then there's a blend button, which means to mix. So you just press that down and mixes. And then there's a shred button, means to tear into pieces. And then there's a grind, which means to crush, grind the food. There's a liquefy, which means to turn into liquid, so press that down and turn the substance into a liquid. And then there's the last button is a pulse button. You press it down and it pulses the blender. That's what all the buttons do. And then there's a switch at the bottom of the blender. It switches between the top, which is gray, and the bottom, which is purple. The purple buttons are just like different speeds of the blender. The blender has measuring increments on it. There's 5 cups at the very top. There's 4, 3, 2, and then 1 at the very bottom. This is how to make a mixed berry and banana smoothie. You get a measuring cup, pour a fourth cup of juice in a measuring cup, pour it in the blender. And then you get 1 cup of frozen mixed berries. So just fill up the cup with berries. And pour it in the blender. You get some yogurt and a frozen banana. You get a half cup of vanilla yogurt to put in the blender. It's alright if you go over half a cup. Pour the yogurt in the cup. You get a frozen banana, you peel it. It'll be kind of hard to peel, but you can. It takes a little bit of time. After you get the banana peeled, put it in the blender. Then you put the top on the blender to keep all the ingredients inside, so whenever you start it, it doesn't fly out. You switch the bottom button to purple, and you press puree. And you just press that and let it do its own thing. After it stops blending, you might want to press the off button and stir it up a little bit. If it stops. Recording.
I don't think so, because we got on YouTube just the other day. Alright, where do we go?
So like I said, if it stops spinning, then mix it up a little bit with a spoon or a fork or whatever. Put the top back on and blend it some more. check to make sure it's smooth with a spoon or your finger. You can do whatever. And if it's nice and smooth, then you can pour it out. Take the blender off and pour it out. And get a few cups, have a few cups ready, and then pour the smoothie into the cup. The amount of fruit and orange juice and everything makes about 3 servings, like 3 cups full. And okay, go. Now for the cleaning of the blender and all the stuff you use. Just get a sponge, some warm water, get the sponge wet. The spoon's the easiest to clean. Just wipe it down, make sure no smoothie is left on it, make sure you get all the germs. And then put the spoon aside. You could grab the measuring cup and wash the inside and out. Make sure you get deep in the corners of the measuring cup. Make sure there's no smoothie left in the measuring cup. You could also put all this stuff in a dishwasher. Put the cup aside. Grab the blender and be careful of the the blades at the bottom. Grab the lid. You could take out the centerpiece of the lid. Wash the plastic piece. Make sure there's no smoothie left in the blender. Get the bottom. Clean all of the blender. Don't poke yourself with the blades. Clean inside and out. You could fill it up with water. If it's clear, then it's pretty clean. If it's still dirty, then it's probably not clean. Make sure to get the bottom, just in case there's anything. You don't want it to stay there for next time you make something. You could get the centerpiece that you made for that you took out for the lid of the blender, put it back in, and put it on the blender.
You want to finish with a shotgun?